Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS news for Monday, January 6. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is investing more than $1.7 billion to strengthen security services at public health facilities within the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERA. Contracts were signed on Friday between the ministry and 5 security companies for a 3-year period. Among the services to be provided are 24-hour foot patrols, regular spot checks of sterile areas, and search of personal belongings upon approval of the authorizing officer. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the measure is part of a continued upgrade of security protocols at public health facilities to ensure the safety of staff and patients.
A public health institution is intended to provide a safe space for persons who need help. And it's not just safe in terms of infection control, that's very important, but safe in terms of physical safety. As a government, we take the absence of or the threats to whomever uses these facilities, whether patient or staff, very seriously.
Board Chairman of SERA, Wentworth Charles, says the ministry's investment indicates the high importance government places on security at health institutions.
As Chairman of SERA, we intend to enforce the provisions and the terms and conditions in the contract to ensure efficiency, to ensure standards of performance, and to ensure that our patients, our medical personnel feel safe and secure at our hospitals.
The new security arrangements will benefit health facilities in St. Catherine, St. Thomas, Kingston, and St. Andrew. 228 farm workers are leaving the island this month to take up employment opportunities under the Seasonal Agricultural Workers Program in Canada. The first batch was dispatched last Friday following a send-off ceremony at the Ministry of Labour and Social Security's Overseas Employment Services Centre in downtown Kingston. 185 of them have participated in the program before, in some cases for 5 to 10 and up to 15 years. The majority of the workers will be dispatched to Ontario, where they will be engaging in planting, irrigating, weeding, working in greenhouses and on poultry farms, and in fruit and vegetable production. Labour and Social Security Minister Shahini Robinson has assured the workers that they will have the support of the ministry's liaison service in Canada. Her speech was delivered by State Minister Xavier Main.
Do not hesitate to make contact with your liaison officer if you are experiencing a challenge for which you need an assistance.
The overseas farm workers were also encouraged to keep in contact with their families.
In order to help to assist in maintaining the family bond, the ministry has established a service that will help to cushion the impact of your absence on the family. While you're away, the social workers attached to our Family Services Unit will make contact with your family to ensure that they are doing well.
More than 10,000 Jamaicans go to Canada annually, and about 85% of them are returning workers. Government Senator Matthew Samuda is proposing that an environmental impact assessment study be undertaken to determine the effectiveness of the ban on certain categories of single-use plastics. The ban on single-use plastics came into effect on January 1, 2019. Senator Samuda tells JIS News that the study should look at how much plastics have been taken out of the island's waste stream since then and indicate whether further revision to the policy is needed. While making that call, however, he says that from the government's perspective, the ban has already proven successful. He says the policy has significantly reduced the quantity of plastic bags being used in the marketplace, which means several tons of plastic are no longer going into your waste stream. The policy, which is meant to address pollution of the environment, advanced this New Year's Day when a ban came into effect for the local manufacture, distribution, and use of expanded polystyrene foam products used in the food and beverage industry. The National Works Agency, NWA, has spent almost $17 million repairing sections of the Orange Hill roadway in western Westmoreland. The work was completed under the agency's Maintenance of Secondary Roads program. Orange Hill is a small rural community located on the outskirts of Negril. The NWA says its repair became necessary as over time the roadway deteriorated, resulting in sections becoming heavily pitted. The agency sought to provide a reprieve to commuters by repairing the worst affected sections of the 6.5-kilometer stretch of roadway. The work commenced in mid-November 2019 and was completed in December. And finally, construction of the new Maypen Fire Station in Clarendon is expected to commence in the 2020-2021 financial year, which begins April 1. This was disclosed by Local Government and Community Development Minister Desmond McKenzie at a recent press conference. He also revealed that discussions were far advanced for the construction of 2 additional fire stations, one in the corporate area and the other in rural Jamaica.
Papine has been an area that has been looked at for years as it relates to the location of a new fire station. Those discussions are well advanced.
Discussions are underway to identify a location in South Trelawney to build the other station.
Based on the survey that was conducted by the brigade and the constant demand and complaint from residents, especially in that section of Trelawney, there is definitely a need for such facility.
In recent years, several contracts have been finalized for the construction of fire stations in St. Thomas, St. Mary, and St. James. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.